Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, what's out there, just beyond the reach of our eyes? Beyond the stars we recognize and the satellites we send, there are mysterious visitors. Silent, fleeting, and sometimes they come incredibly close. In the late summer of 2024, Earth had such a visitor. It didn't make headlines. It didn't light up the sky. But for a brief time, it became Earth's companion. A second moon. A mini-moon. Its name? 2024.5. This is the story of a cosmic hitchhiker. One that drifted into Earth's gravitational field, danced around us for a moment, then vanished back into the darkness of space. Let's journey back to the moment it arrived. It was August 7th, 2024. The Atlas Observatory in South Africa, part of a planetary defense network, detected something strange. A faint object, small, fast, moving in an unusual way. Astronomers double-checked the data. It wasn't a satellite. It wasn't a piece of space junk. It was something else. A rock no larger than a small truck, likely 5 to 12 meters wide. A tiny asteroid that wandered too close. The object was quickly named 2024 PT5. It was part of a group of slow-moving, Earth-like orbiters called the Arjuna-type asteroids. They hover on the edge of becoming Earth's temporary moons. And sometimes they do. This time, PT5 was on a trajectory to be briefly caught. It wasn't captured in the same way our moon is, but it would dance close enough to qualify as Earth's mini-moon. Mini-moons are not science fiction. They're real, and they're rare. Most of the time, small asteroids pass Earth without fanfare. But occasionally, one gets caught just right in our gravity. When this happens, Earth becomes a temporary host. These objects don't stay long. Some orbit once or twice. Others just loop nearby before leaving. But they're valuable to scientists because they can tell us more about asteroids, space debris, and even Earth's gravitational reach. PT5 was classified as a temporarily captured flyby, meaning it didn't complete a full orbit, but Earth's gravity slowed it down and briefly kept it nearby. For about 2 months, from late September to late November 2024, it lingered near Earth, following a horseshoe-shaped trajectory. Then, just as quietly as it arrived, it slipped away. PT5 was small, no bigger than a school bus. But don't let its size fool you. Its journey was anything but ordinary. Its speed relative to Earth was unusually low. That made it easier to detect and easier to capture. At its closest, it was just 1.8 million kilometers away. That's about 4.5 times the distance to the moon. Astronomers use telescopes like Gemini North and Gran Telescopio Canarias to learn more. They found something fascinating. The surface of PT5 might not just be asteroid rock. It could be lunar. Yes, you heard that right. There's a chance PT5 was once part of the moon. When massive objects strike the moon, fragments can be ejected with enough speed to escape its gravity. Some of those fragments enter orbit around the sun. They become wanderers. Lost pieces of our nearest neighbor. PT5 may be one of them. Spectral analysis, basically how the object reflects light, showed similarities to lunar materials. Basaltic silicates, the same kind found in old lava plains on the moon. It's not confirmed, but it's possible, which makes PT5 more than just an asteroid. It could be a tiny piece of our own celestial history, returning home. You might ask, why do we care about something so small? Something that comes and goes without even lighting up the sky? Because mini-moons like PT5 are time capsules. They hold clues about how gravity works, how space objects behave, and even what materials drift between Earth and the moon. And here's something more. These objects are the perfect targets for exploration. They're close. They're relatively easy to reach. They might even carry ancient material from the early solar system, or from Earth's early past, thrown into space by ancient impacts. Someday, we might land on one, sample it, learn from it, all from something that stayed with Earth for only a moment. On January 9th, 2025, PT5 made another close pass by Earth. By then, it was no longer trapped, just a drifter, continuing its journey around the sun. Astronomers tracked it one more time. Then it slipped away. The next predicted return? Around the year 2055. If we're watching, we might catch it again. But we may not. The cosmos doesn't guarantee reruns. Still, the memory of 2024 PT5 remains. A cosmic whisper. A brief second moon. Every day, thousands of small objects pass by Earth. Most go unnoticed. Some burn up in the atmosphere, and a select few stay. Minimoons are Earth's temporary companions. They come from space, and sometimes from the moon itself. They don't last. They don't shine. But for the curious minds who search the skies, they tell incredible stories. 2024 PT5 reminded us that space is not silent. It's full of visitors. And sometimes those visitors tell us something about ourselves. So the next time you look up at the moon, remember, it may not always be alone.